Today there are important updates from the Kharkiv direction. Here Russia has launched its third offensive on Kharkiv, reviving a campaign that has already failed twice, but now with even higher stakes and far weaker prospects. Framed by propaganda and driven by political desperation, this new push is already unraveling, exposing a strategic miscalculation at the highest levels of the Kremlin. Recently, Russia rushed to claim victory, announcing that Vovchansk was captured, but the reality on the ground tells a very different story. In a failed attempt to produce symbolic footage proving full control, Russian forces sent a flag bearer on what was essentially a suicide mission. The soldier attempted to plant the Russian flag beside a ruined house, only to be eliminated instantly by precise Ukrainian fire. Desperate to fabricate the image, commanders sent a second flag bearer moments later, but he suffered the same fate. Detected by Ukrainian observers, tracked by drones, and neutralized before he could stage the symbolic gesture. The Russians wanted a triumphal photo. Instead, they produced yet another example of senseless loss. The image Putin hoped to present disintegrated, replaced by footage of fallen flag bearers lying in rubble that Russia cannot seize. Despite failing to take pictures in Vovchansk, Russian commanders still decided to report to Putin that Vovchansk had been taken, and Putin immediately amplified the claim. The timing was politically calculated, with Moscow aiming to enter the next round of US-Russia negotiations, pretending to hold a major victory in northeastern Ukraine. The attempt to raise a flag thus became not just a battlefield stunt, but a diplomatic weapon. Putin used this event to once again order the creation of a buffer zone along the border, but this initiative reflects political desperation more than military logic. With it, the latest Russian push toward Vovchansk is effectively a third attempt at launching a Kharkiv offensive, and it has already exposed itself as a strategic blunder, based on the lie with the failed flag planting operations. By reintroducing the buffer zone idea, Russia also seeks a more calculated objective to force Ukraine to disperse its reserves. The Russian North Group of forces has been told to create pressure along the full border. If successful, this would stretch Ukrainian defenses, forcing Kiev to divert troops away from critical points like Pokrovsk. The Kremlin hopes this manipulation will overextend Ukraine's manpower and logistics and effectively launch the third Russian Kharkiv offensive. Despite this, following Putin's order, Russian forces resumed their assaults around Vovchansk with deadly consequences, as Ukrainian defenses here have been fortified for more than a year. The approaches are densely mined, covered by thermal drones, FPV teams, and infantry ambushes. Ukrainian surveillance does not stop, and Russian assault units sent forward with minimal support are spotted and eliminated repeatedly. Drone operators have captured the harsh reality, as in one case Russian troops are moving cautiously forward before stepping on mines and getting blown up. In another attack, others walk straight into an ambush set by Ukrainian infantry and are instantly eliminated by small arms fire. Those that manage to break through further end up being chased down by FPV drones in the ruins. Even those attempting to seek cover in the trees and riverbanks do not find cover. Despite losing hundreds more men, the only measurable territorial change is a slight Russian advance into the western part of the settlement south of the river, a marginal gain achieved at the price of enormous casualties. Overall, Putin's declaration of victory in Vovchansk, based on failed symbolic flag-planting attempts, is detached from battlefield facts. These claims serve only to pressure Ukraine before negotiations and to present Russia as advancing, when in reality, its forces have accomplished nothing effectively. The Russian leadership hopes someone in Washington will take this proclamation seriously, but the record of repeated failures speaks for itself. The Kharkiv offensive, already defeated twice, has once again become a self-inflicted disaster. Instead of gaining leverage, Russia has thrown hundreds more soldiers into the meat grinder for the sake of capturing a symbolic image, with nothing to show except dead flag bearers. Lastly, our Black Friday sale ends in just 3 days. This is your last chance to unlock full access to our interactive map and exclusive strategic updates at a massive 60% discount. Starting at just $3.99, firstly, you will gain access to the uncensored combat footage. Secondly, every day you will be able to read 40 short summaries about the most important news. Thirdly, you will unlock our Timeline Builder tool, the world's first artificial intelligence-powered system designed to connect the dots between the news in real time. Fourth, and most importantly, you will unlock our advanced news analysis tools, giving you insights into the news cycle, sentiment breakdowns, and trend analysis to reveal the most important events. Fifth and last, you will gain access to all our exclusive strategic updates about the war in Ukraine. If you wanted to support our efforts but haven't had the chance, now is the perfect time to jump in and make a real difference. So check out the link in the description to become an exclusive member of our community. I truly appreciate everyone who stepped up to join us. Your support means the world to us.